Hey, it's Vass here from Metro Hobbies, and today we have a really exciting product for you. One of the more anticipated products of the year, the Traxxas Sledge, which is a four-wheel drive brushless monster truck. It's a 1/8 scale, and it comes with an aluminium chassis, which is something that Traxxas doesn't traditionally do. So when we get the truck out of the box, of course the truck's fully assembled and ready to go. We have our TQI radio, which is ready for a Bluetooth module here in case you want to do some telemetry and things like that, so you can actually download an app and you can have all of that information on your phone. You get a bag full of stuff in here. There is a loop plug that they put here because this comes with two connectors where you run two batteries, which we'll talk about in a sec. So if you want to run a single battery, you got the loop plug in there. There is a 17mm hex wrench here to take the wheel nuts off. You also have some Allen keys, some foam padding for your battery tray, obviously to accommodate different size batteries. Got some additional stickers in here so you can dress up the car a little bit more if you want to, and of course you got user manuals and so forth, and all that information is in there. Now of course you can log on to the Traxxas website as well. We'll have links in the video description for you to check out for that, and you can see exploded views online. You can check out manuals, so even if you misplace these, you'll have all that information readily available for you. Okay, so now for the main event, of course, we've got the Traxxas Sledge. Now, these are available in 4 different colors. We've got the orange one here on the bench, which actually looks really good. It's a nice contrast between the vibrant orange and the charcoal and black colors that they got going on. This is a really nice looking truck. It's very well finished. The body itself has some roof skids on the top here to, sort of protect it a little bit when you go upside down. So a lot of people tend to do that as well. It's just as much fun. You have some plastic bits that kind of come through the body. Now, these are to house the internal cage of the body that's in here, because the body, as you can see, has no body pins on it, and to take it off there's actually 2 little tabs that you just pull to the side on the back here, and the whole thing just unclips very easily. You slide the body forward and the whole thing comes off just like that. So when we look underneath, you can see the internal cage that I'm talking about, and these 2 little clips that slot into the back section here, and then you can see this big tongue that it's got just on the front here that slides into the front of the shock tower. So as you put the body on, all you got to do is just sit it on there like that, push it down, and that's it. Body's on. Very, very easy to do. So I really like this design. I think Traxxas have definitely improved the body mounting system compared to the X-Max, the Max, and the Rustler, where they kind of need to go in behind the front shock tower. Having it come from the front just makes it a lot easier. So I really like this system. Hopefully it catches on to some of their other cars as well. So moving on to the car itself, that is the layout just there. We have this really nice aluminium chassis that they got going on underneath, and then of course we have this massive chassis brace that's on top here, which is actually in a T shape, which makes it really, really strong. So along with the bracing, the plastic bracing that goes down into the middle of the chassis, this should be a very strong truck overall for the average punter to go out there and just have a bit of fun with it. The arms on this are incredibly strong. They look very, very beefy. I like what they've done with the arms here. There's also some plastic inserts on top of the arms, but that also adds to the strength and rigidity of these arms. So hopefully they'll hold up really well. They've also got some built-in mud guards on the back here. The receiver box is all the way on the back. We've got our ESC, and you can see we have our 2 plugs here. So you can run 2 2S or 2 3S batteries. But if you have a single 4S, or if you can get a single 6S battery, you can put the loop plug on one of these, and that closes the circuit and allows you to run the truck with just 1 battery. Motor is at the front here, and you can see that it's got this kind of unique motor mount on the actual motor, and it's got provisions for you to put a fan on there as well. So if you do want to run this thing pretty hard and you find the motor is getting a little bit toasty, you can mount an additional fan on there to keep temps at bay. Steering servo up the front here, it's got an aluminium servo horn, which is nice. And then the battery compartment, I'll show you this as well, has this very easy to access sort of strap, folding lid, which just pulls out, and you can just mount your batteries in there like so. As I said, there is some additional foam in that package so that you can actually pad up the batteries depending on what size of batteries you have. Now, it is recommended, and you will see this up close when you actually see the battery tray. There's a couple of little holes just there. You'd actually pop some body pins in there, so as you're running the truck, the tray doesn't actually accidentally just pop itself out and the batteries come loose. So if you put a couple of body pins in there, it'll stop that from happening. So that's a really cool feature. I really like the fit and finish of this truck. I love the way that they've done the rear spoiler here, the mounting brackets, the way everything just sort of mounts up together. It's got 5mm aluminium shock towers on here as well. Beefy aluminium shocks. The suspension feels really, really nice. Tire compound feels nice and soft and pliable, and I think the tread pattern lends itself to being quite aggressive, so it should grip in a variety of terrains. And these trucks are capable of reaching speeds up to 70 miles an hour with the correct gearing. So this is an incredibly fast machine. It's a very powerful car. Definitely not for the beginners, but for those of you out there that want to get out there and have some fun and have something that's going to be durable, and you want something from a reliable brand like Traxxas, this is definitely one to check out. It's something a little different. They normally have plastic chassis on all of their vehicles. Having an alloy chassis in an electric car, I mean, they have had alloy chassis in nitro cars, but in an electric car, this is a first. And you know, the elephant in the room here is that this is a straight up competitor to the Armour Kraton. And I'm sure a lot of people who are fans of the Traxxas brand now have their own brand of Kraton, I guess, competitor. And yeah, these have been very, very popular, and no doubt they'll continue to sell quite strongly. So feel free to check out the video description as well. We'll have links in there to all of these cars in all their colors and so forth for you to check out and maybe grab one yourself. Alright, so that wraps up this unboxing of the Traxxas Sledge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button before you go. Again, don't forget to check out the video description down below. We'll have links in there to the truck, as well as all the accessories, batteries and chargers that we can find that will fit this truck. So you can get it all packaged online and get it all delivered to you. And of course, check out our video links as well to social sites and so forth for you to keep up to date with what goes on here behind the scenes on YouTube. That is it for me. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll be speaking to you all next time.